Hi, I'm Tom Lydon, editor of ETF Trends here in New York at the iShares Connect conference, and I'm here with Brad Thompson, Chief Investment Officer of Stadion Money Management. It's great to have you with us, Brad. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, thank you, Tom. I really appreciate it.
Well, listen, you're up in New York City, in from the South, having a great time, but this conference is just outstanding. All these ETF strategies, you guys are just growing like weeds.
It's a big industry, and it continues to grow, and it's a great place to meet a lot of our peers, and we actually love coming here.
Well, we hear your name all the time, and I know you have a whole variety of portfolios, but let's get right to it. What are some of the great opportunities that you guys see in the marketplace today, and some of the challenges that might cause a little pause?
Sure. Well, I think opportunities, internationally, there's an opportunity for advisors to diversify their portfolios and get some good correlations there, but the risk there obviously is the volatility internationally.
Yeah.
And ETFs gives us the ability to go out and be in the areas where we want to be at the time we want to be there.
Yeah.
And so we can select the markets that we want to be in, whether it's Brazil or China or whatever it is, and then we can not be there possibly to avoid some of that volatility. So avoiding volatility in the international and emerging markets, I think, is an opportunity that ETFs give us now.
Yeah.
And then also the interest rate environment as we head into the future is going to be a challenge for just about everybody.
So with those things in mind, what are some things that you're doing now as we speak with some of the portfolios? Are you after this correction that we've had in emerging markets, are you sticking your toe in the water in at least some areas?
Well, we're still kind of playing it by country-specific areas, so
Okay.
there's still some areas in emerging markets that are attractive, but being trend followers that we are, we're sort of waiting for those trends to redevelop in the emerging space. But we're fully invested in our international portfolio.
So do you look at long-term trends, or are you going to put like a short-term moving average on it and play it that way?
Yeah, we're really what we call an intermediate-term trend follower.
Okay.
That also likes to use breadth within our process.
Yeah.
And internationally, we use breadth by looking at small cap participation in a
Okay.
way. Well, that's the emerging markets, right? So we like to see emerging markets doing well. When they're doing well, we have a tendency to be higher invested position.
And with ETFs, you can get into that marketplace pretty quickly. Is
Absolutely,
that right?
absolutely.
Great.
Gives us a great advantage.
On the fixed income side, where do you see some great opportunities right
Well,
now?
I think the opportunity comes with the challenge, right?
Yeah.
So the challenge is that we've been in a bond bull market for 30 years, and we're 5 years into an equity bull market now. When we go into the next cycle, right, of an equity bear market, if that happens to come alongside a bond bear market at the same time, really nobody in this industry has been managing through that.
Yes.
And it's going to be a difficult environment. Most of the investors out there haven't lived through that type of environment. And so the opportunity comes with being able to tactically utilize some of the fixed income ETFs that are out there and available to shorten duration, manage risk and credit exposure and those types of things.
Do you think at those times you're going to have a little bit more global exposure as monetary policy over there
Absolutely.
might be a little bit more favorable?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can definitely see us moving more into, maybe even the emerging market bond space.
Yeah, absolutely. Brad, thanks for your time. Really
Thank you so
appreciate
much.
having you here.
I appreciate it, Tom.